Yeah, not bad, especially since it's the second home game of the season. You know, first home game of the season had a great crowd, and Coach Byer was very pleased with the crowd and how they were involved in the game, and she thinks it led to their 3-0 victory over SAU, and this crowd's probably double that, so hopefully it'll be pretty loud tonight, and Tech can kind of use that to fuel them.
For sure, we're about to get started. Arkansas Tech will serve first here in set 1. Maddie Dix will lead it off, the transfer from Midwestern State. And here we go. Big by Ouachita. Back over to the Suns now. Nagel with the set. Eschner with the attack. He's going to tip off just out of bounds, and that's going to be a quick point for Ouachita Baptist.
Yeah, that may be one of the keys to the game here is if Hunter Eschner can get hot quick or she's going to start out slow. She's been a little inconsistent so far this year, so maybe start out could make a difference in this game.
Ouachita serving now. Here comes Wilkins with a quick kill, and that ties it up 1-1.
Yeah, McCall Wilkins averaging 2.1 kills per set this season. She's had over 10 kills on 4 occasions this season, including a 13-kill performance against Newman.
Madison Nagel to serve now for the Suns. Here comes Ouachita back over to the Suns. Maddie Dix with the dig. Rodimer's back over, saved by Ouachita. A quick slam for Ouachita. That's going to be a point on the board for them. That was number 33, Corey Bullard, the junior from Hot Springs.
Yeah, Bullard also a basketball player. She seems like he's been at Ouachita for forever. It's only her junior year, too. Ouachita's got another year with her.
Bullard the serve now. Eschner with the dig. Here comes a quick kill by Milnick. That's going to tie it up once again. Score now 2-2.
Good hit by Milnick there. Milnick's a player that I think everyone at Tech's really excited about. She's very versatile. She ends up with a lot of kills, a lot of digs, and, as a setter, gets a lot of assists. So she really does it all for Tech's offense and defense.
Amanda Milnick now. The serve. Here comes Ouachita. The set. The attack out of bounds. And that's going to be a point for the Golden Suns. Makes your score 3-2 now.
And that's a good sign for Tech right there. Adriana Noli with the attack error. She leads the conference in attack percentage, and she's only a freshman and been one of the best players so far.
Milnick with the serve once again. Here comes Ouachita. A quick block back over to Ouachita. Another block by Kaylee Kinsella. Hard hit ball. Madison Nagel could not get it, and that's going to be another point for OBU. Ties it up at 3-3.
Yeah, and that's the familiar Noli that we've seen so far this season for Ouachita, a player that can get up. She's got a great athleticism, and she's also tall. So at that time, she got so high, she could hit the ball pretty much straight down.
Jamie Shell now serving for Ouachita. Maddie Dix with the dig. Here comes Rodimer's hard hit ball, and that's going to be a point for Tech. Score now 4-3.
And when you look at the lineups, Ouachita is definitely, has a lot more size than Tech, but like Rodimer is by far the tallest girl on the floor right now at 6'4", and it's pretty impressive. She really doesn't have she really does not have to hit the ball hard because she's so tall.
Eschner with the serve now. A quick block by Rodimer's. But back over to Ouachita. Madison Nagel with the dig. Because Milnick with the set, the attack. That's going to be a kill for Tech. Number 11, Kinsey Dozier, the freshman from Denton, Texas.
Yeah, a lot of newcomers on this Tech team. They've already played 13 games, but still a lot of unknown faces so far.
Eschner to serve once again. Here comes Ouachita. The Rodimer's with the attempt on the block with Dozier. Couldn't get it, and that's going to be another point for Ouachita. Makes your score 5-4. Hannah Letourneau will serve now for the Tigers. Eschner with the dig. Milnick the set. Kinsella with the soft touch over. Here comes Ouachita. Nagel with the diving save. Milnick the set, and was trying to get it back over here to Ouachita. The set and the attack, but they're going to call, looks like a double hit on Ouachita, and it's going to be another point for the Golden Suns.
Yeah, ball handling error there on Stormy Leonard. Leonard had an attack there that was saved by Nagel with the diving dig. Great play by Nagel. Kept the play alive and really kind of led to that point there. So you got to give Nagel that point on that one.
Lauren Rodimers, freshman from Plano, Texas, will serve next for the Golden Suns. The set, the attack. Too much on that one, and that's another point for Tech.
Yeah, right now 6-4 for Tech, a 2-point lead. It'll be interesting to see who has the biggest run of the game to start out. It's always a game of runs, so who can get their advantage first. So it'll be interesting to see who goes first in this one.
Rodimers hits it over to Ouachita, back over, and that's going to be another point for Ouachita.
excuse me, that was 7-4, now 7-5.
7-5. Look at the score.
I'm not a math major.
It's going to bring up Ashley Wake to serve for the Tigers. Comes Dozier with the dig, Nagel with the set. Dozier again with the attack. And a point for Tech. Makes your score 8-5.
Yeah, Dozier, the 5'10", freshman, outside hitter from Denton, Texas. I know Coach Byers really excited about her. Like I said, a lot of newcomers. They had 9 incoming players this year, and 7 of them freshmen.
Sarah Zinke now to serve for the Golden Suns. Here comes Ouachita, hard hit ball. A quick attack by Dozier back over to Ouachita. The set, the attack. Another quick block by Wilkins and Milnick. Going to be out of bounds though. And a point for Ouachita.
And that's something that Coach Byers definitely preached about getting better is the blocking game on the defensive side of the ball for Arkansas Tech. And they certainly have improved, especially with McCall Wilkins. She leads the team in blocks. And, you know, Rodgers at 6'4" is not too bad either.
Nikki Clay's service received by the Golden Suns. They're going to give the point to Ouachita after a hard hit ball by Milnick just out of bounds over the back line. It's going to make your score 8-7. Nikki Clay to serve once again for the Tigers. Dig by Eschner, the set by Rosinski, the attack by McCall Wilkins is going to end up in a point for Tech.
Yeah, McCall Wilkins right there with a nice kill. You know, like I said, she leads the team in blocking. That's kind of her best part of the game here for Tech. But she definitely has the athleticism to get up and is able to hit the ball down for kills.
Maddie Dick serving once again for the Golden Suns. Ashley Wake with the dig. Back over to Tech now, hard hit ball. And another point for the Golden Suns. Your score now 10-7.
A great heads-up play there by Amanda Milnick, just recognizing that Ouachita's defense was kind of out of the system right there. And Milnick ended up with the quick kill instead of setting the ball.
Maddie Dix to serve once again. Here come the Tigers. The set, the attack, hard hit ball, great kill by Jamie Shell for the Tigers. Makes your score 10-8.
Yeah, Shell, one of only 4 seniors for Ouachita. Like I said, you know, they're a really young team, just like Arkansas Tech, and so they've got a lot to look forward to in the future.
Stormy Leonard to serve now for the Tigers. Madison Nagel with the sliding dig. The hard hit ball by Milnick. Going to be a point for the Golden Suns. Your score now 11-8.
Yeah, Milnick with her 3rd kill and her 3rd attack, so she's pretty hot right now, and also has 2 assists. So, feed the beast right now with Amanda Milnick.
Nagel's serve, received by Ouachita. Ouachita with the set, now the attack. Dig by Nagel. A quick ball over. Back to Ouachita. Hard hit ball by Lauren Rodemers. They're going to give him a point. Makes your score 12-8.
The ball right on the line there, pretty close. I think the refs got it right though. I think he hit the right on the line, so a good call there. Rodemers, that's the advantage of being 6'4". When the ball comes over, you can reach it pretty easily.
Nagel serve once again, a hard hit ball by Corey Bullard, but a nice block by Rodemers to push it back over. Rodemers with another block. Leonard with the set, the attack by Jamie Shell back over the Suns. Here comes Milnick, another quick block by Bullard, but a nice dig save by Hunter Eschner pushes it back over to Ouachita. Here come the Suns once again. The soft hit by Rodemers. Leonard the set, the attack by the Tigers. Maddie Dix with a one-handed dig. They're just trying to get it back over now to Ouachita. Here come the Tigers. Leonard the set, the attack. Out. What a good rally there, though.
Yeah, longest point of the match by far so far tonight. And those are the points which you can really tell, you know, where a good team separates from a better team. And right there, you know, Tech just kind of separated themselves, making sure they stayed alive. There's a couple of huge digs there by Hunter Eschner off the block, and then Maddie Dix had another big one that looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but another good save, bring it back in. So a huge point from Tech right there, getting some momentum and forcing the Ouachita timeout.
Score now 13-8. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick one with them. You're listening to Golden Suns Volleyball. Back to Tucker Coliseum, 13-8. Your score, Golden Suns lead here in set 1. Madison Nagel set to serve for the Golden Suns here. And here come the Suns. Set by Leonard. The attack by Huckabee going to be a kill for the Ouachita Tigers. Makes your score 13-9.
Yeah, powerful hit right there from Tabitha Huckabee, another freshman for Ouachita. Coach Danny Prescott for Ouachita is really excited about this player. I talked to Coach Danny Prescott earlier before the game, and he's really excited about this freshman.
Forward with the serve for the Tigers. A hard hit ball by Escher, but a good save to push it back over to the Suns by Ouachita. Low ball into the net, and it's going to be another point for the Tigers.
Yes, Rosinki there, Sarah Rosinki for take, just kind of got turned around and tried to get up a good set, but it was a little too close to the net and unable for Milnick to hit it over.
Forward to serve once again. Maddie Dix with the dig. Rosinki the set. Rodimer's the soft hit ball over. Here comes Leonard. The attack by Huckabee. Another kill for Huckabee. And it's going to be another point for the Tigers.
Yeah, Huckabee just had a kill just a couple points ago from the left side of the court, and now moves to the right side of the court, and it's the same thing.
Forward with the serve once again. Here comes Ashner, a hard hit ball. Another quick block, but a great save. Maddie Dix pushes it back over hard, and it's bullied off the hands. And a great kill by Maddie Dix makes your score 14-11.
Yeah, and Ouachita's an excellent blocking team. I think Tech knows that, as you can tell now. So Ouachita's had plenty of block opportunities, but Tech's been able to dig them out and prevent the point. Great job there, just kind of staying alive for Arkansas Tech.
Amanda Milnick to serve now. The dig by Wake. Here comes a soft hit ball, just trying to get it over, but it saves it with the touch. Nagel now with the Suns. Here comes Kinsella. Back over by Leonard to the Suns. Milnick the set. Rodimer's the hard hit ball. Another great dig by Leonard, but they're going to call a double hit on Ouachita.
Yeah, that one right there, Stormy Leonard, the setter, got the dig, so she couldn't get the set. Obviously, you want your setter to set the ball, and that time Tabitha Huckabee, and a hitter who's not used to setting the ball, was forced to set it and double hit it right there.
An ace for Milnick, and that makes your score 16-11.
That's good to see from Arkansas Tech. One thing against SAU, you know, one of the few struggles they had in that 3-0 victory was serving. They had a lot of serves into the net and a lot of serves out of bounds. So it's very good to see them have one of their first aces here. We got a quick yellow card now. Ouachita's head coach Danny Prescott getting a yellow card. He did not agree with that set right there by Tabitha Huckabee. That's the hardest thing to see in volleyball is a double hit. You know, I still have trouble seeing them all the time, and half the time I have no idea if that was double set or not. So I don't know how those refs see them, and so I don't know if I disagree or agree with Coach Prescott.
From our angle, it was hard to tell. Here comes Milnick with the serve. A great dig by Nikki Clay for the Tigers. Quick block by Rodimer, pushes back to Ouachita. An attack by the Tigers over to the Suns. Maddie Nagel couldn't get there. And it's going to be 16-12 now. Golden Suns with the advantage.
Yeah, nice drop shot there from Ouachita. Just getting some momentum back. You don't want to get this lead too big if you're Ouachita. But if you're on Tech, you want to keep, putting your foot on the gas with a 4-point lead here.
Jamie Shell the serve for the Tigers. A hard hit. Soft hit, rather, by Escher. I thought she was about to slam that, but that's going to be a point for Tech.
And I think that's something that she's kind of learning in her sophomore year. Freshman year she came in and dominated the conference and hitting. Is one of the biggest hitters in the conference, but now I think she's kind of learning and maturing in her game and knowing not only just power but placement.
Eschner, after that kill, is going to get the serve. Ouachita pushing it back over to the Suns. Eschner the dig. Milnick the set, and a hard hit kill by Rodimer is going to make your score 18-12.
A 6-point lead here. This is getting a pretty good lead for Arkansas Tech, something that they really need right now. Just getting some momentum, carrying some momentum over from that Harding game last game when they just absolutely dominated the Lady Bisons.
Eschner going to get the ace on that one. Another point for Tech. Your score now 19-12.
And another timeout for Ouachita. Going back to that Harding game, Ouachita ended up beating Harding on Tuesday in Searcy 3-0, and Harding didn't get over 20 points in any of the three sets. So just a really dominating performance by somebody in Harding who was picked second in the preseason poll.
We commented on it earlier. Coach Christy Byer has got to be pleased with this freshman class that has came in here. They've just dominated the front line with Lauren Rodimers and then also Amanda Milnick moving back and forth, getting some good serves in, and really making an impact quick here for the Suns.
Yeah, you got 7 freshmen and then 2 transfers coming in, so it's 9 newcomers total. 2 of those freshmen are redshirts, so you won't see them this year, but a lot of those freshmen, including Lauren Rodimers, she's a 6'4" middle blocker we talk about constantly. She's always in on the play, whether she's getting a block or a kill or even adjusting somebody else's attack to where they have to hit it around her, which also helps out Tech's defense. Other freshmen include Kenzie Dozier, who's had a couple kills tonight. Amanda Milnick's had a few kills and a few assists, and a few others. Allie Anderson, Meredith Darnell, and Ellie Perkins we have not seen tonight, but Coach Byer's definitely excited about them as well.
Also, not to mention, we have a couple of junior transfers, both from Midwestern State. Maddie Dix, one of the ones that's, coming in and making a big impact. Lauren Eschner now, after the timeout, will serve for the Golden Suns. Here in set number 1, score 19-12. Play best of 5 sets here. It was Eschner's serve. Shell with the dig. Leonard with the set, a quick attack by Tabitha Huckabee is going to give Ouachita a point. Makes your score 19-13.
Huckabee's third kill right now, leading Ouachita with 3 kills. Behind her is Adriana Noli with 2, Jamie Shell with 2, and Camp with 2 as well.
Serving now is Anna Letourneau for the Tigers. After the Suns touch it back over to Ouachita, but they're going to call another double hit on the Tigers.
That's 3 double hits now for Ouachita. So definitely killing him right now, and Coach Prescott for Ouachita does not agree with that one either. He's got to be careful. He's already got a yellow card, and it's not even through the first set right now.
Brings up Meredith Darnell, the freshman redshirt from Russellville, Arkansas, to serve for the Golden Suns. Ashley Wake with the dig, Leonard with the set, a quick attack by the Tigers. Milnick the set, hard hit, kill for Kaylee Kinsella. It's going to make your score 21-13.
Yeah, senior Kaylee Consuela right there with a big kill. That's her first one. She's 1 for 3 right now. So a solid percentage, and a good start for Kaylee Kinsella.
Second serve coming now from Darnell. Wake with the dig, Leonard with the set. Quick attack by the Tigers now. Milnick the dig. Quick over by McCall Wilkins. Meredith Darnell trying to say that they can't do it. That's going to be a point for Ouachita by Katie Camp. Makes your score 21-14.
And that's one of those plays just kind of unfortunate right there. Tate was there for the block, but it just bounced too high and got out of the reach of Darnell. She barely got a finger on it, and so you can't really falter on that one. And unfortunately, you want the block to be there, but that ended up costing you a point.
Ashley Wake now with the serve. McCall Wilkins just lightly touches it over, but a quick attack by Leonard. Here come the Suns. Hard hit ball by Kaylee Kinsella. It's going to be another kill and point for Tech. 22-14 now your score.
Kinsella with her second kill now on 3 points. She's kind of heating up now. Right now you look at the stats, and Milnick leading the team with 6 assists and also 3 kills. And then behind her is Sarah Osinke with 4 assists.
Sarah Osinke serving now. Here come the Tigers back over to Tech. They're going to call it down on the floor. Point for Ouachita. That was a tough call from that angle.
Yeah, definitely a tough call right there. It looked like, Hunter Eschner almost got her hand on the ball. I'm not sure if it did or not. Coach Byer does not agree with the call, though. And, something we worked on last week with against SCU was the review on the replay. And that's something that's kind of getting more and more involved in Division II volleyball. And I think Coach Byer might have wished she had the replay on that one.
And no kidding. Here comes Rosinski, the attack by Dozier. Gonna call it just over the back line. Another point for Ouachita. And a late rally coming here, Brandon, by the Tigers.
Yeah, 22-16 right now in favor of Tech, and Coach Byer's not going to take any chances on a run for Ouachita. She's going to call a timeout, try to postpone this run, and kind of take the momentum out of Ouachita's side over here.
Quick break coming up here on the floor. We'll take one with them. This is Golden Suns Volleyball. Back at Tucker Coliseum here in set number 1. Packed the stands tonight. Ouachita Baptist Tigers in Russellville taking on the Arkansas Tech Golden Suns. Patrick Camerlin here with Brandon Smith. Glad to have you join us if you're just now joining us. 22-16 your score. Ouachita to serve. Nikki Clay. Here we go. Eschner with the dig. Rosinski with the set. The quick attack by Dozier. Off of Clay, and that's going to be another point for Tech. Your score now 23-16.
Yeah, 3 kills now for Dozier. Both teams really hitting very well. As Ouachita's at 257 right now with just 3 errors, but Arkansas Tech right now is just dominating with a 333 attack percentage and just 3 errors.
Maddie Dix checks in to serve once again. Set by Leonard, the attack by Bullard. Nice dig by Madison Nagel, but they're going to call a handling error, double hit on Arkansas Tech makes your score 23-17.
Yeah, unfortunate there is that was an amazing dig there by Madison Nagel. I don't know how she got that. Corey Bullard just put everything she had into that attack, and it looked for sure like that was going to be a kill, and Nagel kind of dig it up out of nowhere. So unfortunate there with the double hit, and I don't think Coach Byer agrees with that one either. So we've had double hits on both sides called that neither coach likes to see.
If I was Madison Nagel, I probably would have gotten out of the way of that one as hard as that ball was.
Oh, yeah. No, that's something that you don't want to be in the way for, especially with a player like Corey Bullard or even on Arkansas Tech side, Hunter Eschner. You don't want to get in the way when she puts all her power into a ball.
Stormy Leonard now to serve. Eschner with the soft touch over. Blake makes the set, the attack by Shell. Nice dig by Rosinski. Milnick pushes it back in and an attack by Eschner. Here come the Tigers. Bullard with the soft touch over. Eschner with the dig. The set by Rosinski. Hard hit ball by McCall Wilkins. But they're going to say it's out of bounds. And a point for Ouachita. You're scoring now 23-18.
23-18. 5-point lead for Arkansas Tech. You'd think they'd be comfortable with just 2 points to go, but you really never know with a scrappy team like Ouachita.
Leonard serve. Hard hit ball by Milnick off Leonard, and it's going to be a point second. It's going to be a set point here.
Yeah, Amanda Milnick right now is, on fire for Arkansas Tech. Definitely the best player on the floor on this set, specifically for the Golden Suns, with 3 kills on 4 attacks. She's hitting 750 right now and has 7 assists and 2 digs as well.
24-18 your score. Here comes the serve from Madison Nagel. Leonard, the set, the quick attack by Bullard. A high set, a dig and kill by Hunter Eschner, and that's going to do it here in set number 1. Your final score in set 1, 25-18, the Golden Suns.
Yeah, great attack right there from Eschner. The ball went pretty high up off the dig, and it went so high, it was pretty close to net. It pretty much was just like a set, so she didn't really need a set there and just buried the ball and ended that kind of momentum for Ouachita, and now the team will switch sides and get it going again in 3 minutes.
Like he said, we'll be back here in 3 minutes with the start of set number 2. Arkansas Tech leading this match 1-0 right now. Stay tuned. This is Golden Suns Volleyball. Welcome back to Tucker Coliseum. Patrick Hammerling, Brandon Smith getting set for it. Set number 2, Arkansas Tech won set number 1 versus Ouachita 25-18. Brandon's a good showing there by the Golden Suns.
Yeah, definitely a good showing on offense and defense. As a team, they hit 333, which, if you're above 300 as a team, you're doing a great job on offense. Then defensively did an excellent job as well, limiting Ouachita to hitting 231, which is still not terrible for the Tigers. But, a couple key digs there from Madison Nagel and Hunter Eschner just kind of kept plays alive. It seemed like every time there was a long point that went over the net a few different times, it seemed like Arkansas Tech ended up getting the point there. So those are the key points to that one on that set.
Set number 2 getting underway. Ouachita serving first. Stormy Leonard over to the Suns. A quick kill there by Hunter Eschner, and the Suns jump out to a 1-0 lead.
Eschner with the 3rd kill of the night. Eschner has led the Golden Suns in kills every single match this season so far, except for one, I think, and she's had a double-double in almost every single one as well.
Nagel to serve now for the Suns. A quick hard hit ball by Shell. Back over, though, by Sarah Rosinki, and that's going to make your score 2-0.
And I don't know if Rosinki meant to do that or not. I think she was just trying to get a hand on the ball. The ball was hit pretty hard, but, she's going to take that. That's a dig and a kill.
Madison Nagel to serve once again for the Suns. The Tigers can't handle it, and another point for Tech. Score now 3-0.
3-0 run to start the second set for Arkansas Tech. A good start after winning the first set 25-18.
After Nagel's serve, Leonard pushes it back over. Here come the Suns. A soft hit ball by Rodemers. A nice dig by Madison Nagel. And here comes Eschner with a hard hit ball off of Nikki Clay for Ouachita, and a point for Tech.
Yeah, once again, Eschner gets the kill, but you've got to give the point to Madison Nagel there, saving the play. Stormy Leonard did a great job hitting that ball to the back corner of Arkansas Tech side. Nagel just dug it right back up.
Nagel serves once again. A hard hit ball by Bullard. A nice dig, though, by Maddie Dix. Amanda Milnick too much on that one, and Ouachita's going to get on the board here.
And Milnick gets her first attack here. Definitely impressive. And now it's already in the second set, and she only has 1 attack here and 9 attempts. So, not great to see from Milnick on the attack here, but she's done great so far.
Corey Bullard serves for Ouachita. A hard hit ball by Eschner. Nikki Clay with a nice dig. Here comes Leonard with the set, the attack. Back over to the Suns. Amanda Milnick. Leonard with a nice dig. Nikki Clay diving over. Back to the Golden Suns. Rosinki the set. Rodemers with a hard hit ball, and that's going to be a point for Tech.
Yeah, and really Rodemers didn't have to jump on that play at all. She might have got a couple inches off the ground, but that was about it. She's so tall and I really want to know what her wingspan is, because it's probably about 6'4" as well, and that time her hands got so high that she can just hit the ball straight down, and there's really no hope for Ouachita's defense there.
Amanda Milnick comes up to serve, but in the net. Another point for the Tigers makes your score 5-2. Serving now for the Ouachita Baptist Tigers, Jamie Shell, senior from Batesville, Arkansas. Maddie Dix with the dig. The set by Milnick. Hard hit ball by Hunter Eschner, and that's going to be another point for Tech. Your score now 6-2.
Already Eschner getting involved in this second set, and they're feeding the ball to her almost every single time they can. Milnick kind of led the first set in kills, and now Eschner, already off to a great start and leading Tech in kills in this set.
Hunter Eschner serve over to the Tigers. Katie Camp going to get a kill on her record with that one, going to make the score 6-3.
Katie Camp, another freshman for Ouachita. A lot of freshmen in this game. I think that's one thing we always keep saying is that another freshman gets a kill, another freshman gets a kill.
Brings up Anna Letourneau for the Tigers to serve. Madison Nagel there with the dig. The set by Milnick. The attack by Kinsella. Too much on that one. They're going to give the point. Well, actually, the referee says Tech, then back over to Ouachita. We're going to have some debate on that one.
Yeah, well, I think Kinsella thought that the ball was touched. She's signaling that the ball was touched, and that was. But I think the ref just pointed the wrong way. I don't think he saw the touch, because it was a light touch, if it was any at all. I think the ref just got confused and pointed the wrong way. But now we're kind of arguing about it. We're trying to figure out if the ref knew he saw her, or he just was pointing a direction because he didn't know what direction to point.
Rightfully so, nonetheless. I mean, you want to just make sure for your team, you're getting the point on either side. I mean, the Ouachita coach, I'm glad he did it earlier too as well. Right. Nonetheless, after some debate, we're going to bring up Anna Letourneau once again to serve. Rodemers with the dig, the quick attack by Dozier. Going to be out once again. And Ouachita crease back in for a 1-point deficit now. 6-5 your score. Set number 2. Golden Suns leading the match thus far 1-0 after a 25-18 win in set number 1. Letourneau serve once again. Hard hit ball by Rodemers. Golden Suns going to get back on the board. Score now 7-5.
And this is a great matchup here up front with Lauren Rodimer versus Adriana Noe for Ouachita. Both players pretty tall. Rodimer's obviously the tallest one at 6'4", but Noe's kind of got the athleticism to make up for that. She can get up almost as high as Rodimer, so it's pretty fun to watch right up front when one of them hits the end of the other's hand and the other one hits the end of the other's hands. And, you know, we've got a battle up front with these two.
Meredith Darnell checks in to serve. I'm not sure was it a rotation?
Yeah, rotation error there. We got the formation kind of messed up for Arkansas Tech. Coach Byer, I can't tell if she's getting onto her team or the ref right now. I think she's getting onto her team. I guess, well, maybe not. I think we're trying to argue that one. I think Coach Byer thinks we're in the right formation, but
I'm just learning the signals as we're going, you know. I'm just going to guess that's what that is.
Yeah, definitely. When he moves in a circle, that's a rotation. You got that one. You hit the nail on the head there.
I'm just learning day by day. I got you here to, you know, cover me. I'd be talking to myself here if I didn't have you here.
Yeah, they're going to go with the point for Ouachita on that one with the rotation error. I'm not sure what the error was because I think Tech's in the same formation they were, but point for Ouachita.
Nonetheless, like you said, score 7-6 now brings up Ashley Wake to serve, but McCall Wilkins with a quick attack and kill and makes the score 8-6.
And this is good to see from the Golden Suns as they developed a pretty good early lead at 3-0, and then Ouachita came back, pulled within one, but as soon as they pull within one, Tech gets a point, and Ouachita pulls within one again, Tech gets another point. So, you know, Arkansas Tech's doing a great job of holding off Ouachita.
After the serve by Sarah Rosinki, a quick over by the Tigers. Suns touch it back over to the Tigers now. Back to the Suns, Rosinki with the set. McCall Wilkins with a quick kill. And another point for Tech.
Yeah, back-to-back kills for McCall Wilkins. Now puts her at 4 for the game. 4 kills, 1 error, and 6 total attacks for a percentage of just over .333.
Rosinki to serve once again. Leonard with the set board with the soft touch back over to the Suns. Rosinki to set. Milnick, the soft touch. Defender dives. A nice save by the Tigers. Back to the Suns it goes. Comes Rosinki, the hard hit ball by Milnick. Another quick back over to the Suns from the Tigers. Set by Nagel, hard hit ball by Dozier. Nice dig there by Shell of the Tigers. Suns have it once again. Soft touch by McCall Wilkins, rolls over the net. Some confusion, maybe too many hits there, and another point for Tech.
Yeah, I think Leonard had that first dig, the setter, so she couldn't set that ball. We had that problem a few times for Ouachita. You know, they don't really know who's going to set the ball if Leonard touches it first.
Rosinki to serve once again. Shell with the dig. Leonard with the set rather. And the off the hands of Rosinki. And a point for the Tigers.
10-7 the lead right now for the Golden Suns here in this second set. Best of 5 right now. Arkansas Tech has the 1-0 lead after taking the first set 25-18.
Nikki Clay to serve now for the Tigers. Eschner with the dig. Rosinki to set. Wilkins, hard hit ball. And they're going to give the point to Ouachita. Score now 10-8. This one's Ouachita's hanging in there a little bit better with this one.
Yeah, you know, in the first set they hung around for a little bit and then Tech kind of put a little distance in between them. This time Ouachita's kind of coming back every time Arkansas Tech tries to distance themselves again.
After a nice dig by McCall Wilkins, a hard hit kill. Rather, actually, they're going to say she touched the neck by Milnick. Great idea there, but just a little bit too far over, and it's going to be another point for Ouachita. 1-point game now.
Yeah, and those balls you love as a player with Milnick right there. That ball was set up perfectly for her, right on top of the net, and I think she just got a little excited, swung too hard, and came down on the net.
Ashley Wake had too much on that serve. It's going to result in another point for Tech. You're scoring now 11-9.
And once again, we see Arkansas Tech kind of getting a point right after Ouachita pulls within 1. I think it's the 3rd or 4th time that Ouachita's pulled within 1, and then Tech's got the next point to increase the lead to 2.
After Maddie Dick's serve, Corey Boyd hits a hard hit ball off of a Tech defender, and the lead's back to 1 point for Tech. As we were saying, you know, it's just seeing how they're going to answer.
Yeah, another 1-point lead for Tech. Ouachita with the serve here. Wants to see if Tech can hold them off again.
Ouachita's Leonard to serve. Set by Rosinki, the attack by Milnick. So it's just outside, and we have a tie ball game.
Yeah, the first tie since 0-0 of this second set. I think in the first set, I'm not quite sure. I think Tech led the entire set, though. So this might be the first lead for Ouachita if they can get a point here.
Leonard's serve, received by the Tigers. A quick block by Corey Boyd back to the Suns. Ouachita has it now. Pushes it back over to the Suns. McCall Wilkins with the soft touch. Ouachita defender there. Not going to be enough, though. And another point for Tech. And Tech jumps back out to a 1-point lead.
12-11 right now. Madison Nagel going to serve for Arkansas Tech. Once again, we mentioned at the pregame, she's second all-time in Tech history in digs, and I hate to say it, but she's a long way from first. The person in first is, I forgot who it was, but had an outstanding career.
Nice goal to have there. But after Madison Nagel's serve to start, Amanda Milnick's going to get in there with an attack and a kill. It makes Tech have a 2-point lead now.
But I will say this, Madison Nagel is first all-time in digs per set, so that's something to definitely be proud of.
Ouachita with it now. Waiting on a judgment. They're going to sneak that one in there for another point on the inside part of the line. I thought that one was right on top of the line, actually, Brandon.
Yeah, Ouachita hitting pretty good this set, I think. And, Katie Camp's kind of leading the way with 6 kills right now. Has 3 more than anybody else for Ouachita.
Forward serve received by Tech. Amanda Milnick's going to get another kill to her record and another point for the Golden Suns.
The Milnick 7 kills, leads the team right now for the Golden Suns. Behind her, Hunter Eschner with 5. McCall Wilkins leads the team. Milnick is in second with Eschner, and then Rodemers has 5 as well.
After that kill, Amanda Milnick due up to serve. Nice dig by Wake, Leonard the set. Going to be off of a Tech defender, and the lead is back to 1 for the Golden Suns.
Yeah, Milnick reached one hand up there, tried to get a piece of it, but Nagel was right behind her and probably could have had the dig there. So maybe a miscommunication there, but the play was so fast, kind of a bang-bang play that you can't really expect Milnick to lay off that ball. It's kind of reflexes at that point.
Jamie Shell shows for the Tigers. Controls attack. Nice dig by Shell once again. Quick attack by the Tigers. Tabitha Huckabee, and they're going to tie it up 14-14.
Yeah, Huckabee gets her 5th kill on 11 attempts, hitting pretty good so far for the Tigers. Another freshman, and I think the tallest player on the team for Ouachita, listed at 6'3".
Jamie Shell's serve is going to be out of bounds. Another point for Tech. 15-14 your score. Going to bring up Hunter Eschner to serve for the Suns. Sophomore from Russellville, Arkansas. And a major impact ever since she got here. Ashley Wake on the dig. Here comes the attack by Katie Camp. Madison Nagel makes a diving dig attempt. Not going to be enough, and we're tied up once again. Good game thus far, though.
Yeah, definitely a good game as we keep going back and forth between, Tech getting a 1-point lead and then we're tied. Tech gets a 1-point lead and we're tied. The only thing we haven't seen is Ouachita get a lead yet, so we'll have to see right now if they can get a lead or Tech can hold them off again. And they do.
Too much on that serve there by Anna Letourneau. And just like you said, 16-15 now your score. I think we're seeing a trend here.
Well, Arkansas Tech's one of the toughest teams to come back on. They have been, since Coach Bauer kind of took over the show here for Arkansas Tech volleyball. If they get a lead, they're going to keep the lead. They're going to keep their foot on the gas pedal. And so getting over that hump for Ouachita is going to be a real challenge.
Meredith Darnell checks in to serve. Leonard for the Tigers with the set. Katie Camp pushes it back over to the Suns. Here come the Suns. Kinsella, hard hit ball. Leonard the set for the Tigers. Nice dig by Milnick. Anderson in there now. Pushes it back to the Tigers. Camp, a nice block by Kaylee Kinsella, but it's going to be just out of bounds. Great awareness there by Kaylee Kinsella, but just couldn't push it back in enough.
Yeah, she had her arms angled a little too far outside there, especially on the outside when you're blocking. You got to angle those arms a little inside so the ball bounces in there. But it's tough to do when you're the only one blocking. Usually you want 2 blockers up there. She went by herself and just maybe inches off the line.
16-16 your score. Set number 2, Arkansas Tech with a 1-0 lead. Allie Anderson pushes it back over to the Tigers. Madison Nagel now with the dig for the Suns. Eschner pushes it back to the Tigers. Bullard with the dig, then the attack. And a quick kill by the Tigers. Gives them their first lead like we were talking about. And Coach Bauer wants a timeout. We're going to take one with them. 17-16 your score here. OBU with the advantage here in set number 2. This is Golden Suns volleyball. back at Tucker Coliseum, 17-16 your score. Ouachita Baptist with the lead here in set number 2. Ashley Wake set to serve. Packed the stands tonight here at Tucker Coliseum. A great crowd on hand. And definitely playing an impact here.
And this is actually Ouachita's second lead of the match. I was mistaken. They had the first lead at 1-0 in that first set.
McCall Wilkins with the quick attack. Forward now for the Tigers. Going to be out of bounds and a point for Tech. Ties it back up at 17-17.
Yeah, Ouachita had that first lead 1-0 at the beginning of the match after an attack error by Eschner, and then took another lead at 2-1 after a kill by Corey Bullard. Other than that, though, Ouachita has not had a lead until just then when Tech tied the game.
Sarah Zinke serving now for the Suns. Katie Camp after the quick block by McCall Wilkins and Ashley Anderson. Going to be just out of bounds, and OBU takes the lead once again.
And these are the matches you love to see right now. These kind of get you fired up as a player. Just kind of going back and forth here. As Ouachita's starting to take a lead now, and Arkansas Tech ties it up, and Ouachita takes the lead back, and we could be in for a long night if this keeps going back and forth here.
After a hard hit ball by Amanda Milnick that goes out of bounds, Ouachita takes a 2-point lead now, 19-17. Brings up Nikki Clay. Serve for the Tigers. Eschner with the dig. Rosinski. A nice block by Corey Bullard. And that's a 3-point lead now for the Tigers.
Yeah, quick run here, and a 3-0 run doesn't seem like a lot, but in a game like this, when nobody leads by more than 2 points, a 3-0 run is huge.
Nikki Clay to serve once again. Rosinski beset. Allie Anderson, the quick attack off of Shell back over to the Suns. Rosinski, Wilkins, hard hit ball, going to be in there for the Golden Suns point, and it's back with 2 now.
Yeah, Wilkins is the team leader right now in kills. Great just to go to her right now when you need a kill, more than ever. Just kind of bringing that lead back to 2 at 20-18 in favor of the Tigers.
Maddie Dix up to serve now for the Suns. Clay with the dig. Here comes Shell. A block attempt by Wilkins and Milnick, not enough. And we pushed out of bounds. Makes the score 21-18 Ouachita.
Yeah, and a lot of teams try to play, first to 20. If you can make it, if you're the first team to make the 20, you can end up winning the set more likely than not. Ouachita is the first and 20 with 21-18 lead here.
Brings up Stormy Leonard to serve for the Tigers. Nagel, the dig. Escher now on the attack. Quick block by Bullard back to the Suns. McCall Wilkins with the slam. Point Tech, 21-19 Ouachita now with the lead.
Yeah, Wilkins already has 8 kills, and she might be on. She's definitely on pace for a career high here. She usually gets around 10, but they've got to keep feeding her. She's hot right now, and just give her the ball.
Nagel's serve. We're going to call a double hit, I believe, handling error on the Ouachita Tiger. That's what it's going to be. Another point for Tech. Now it's only a 1-point lead. Suns making a run here.
Yeah, Coach Prescott's just kind of laughing about that one. Another ball handling error that he doesn't agree with. I don't think I've ever seen a ball handling error that Coach he agreed with. I think it's such a tight call that I think the coach almost always has to argue it, even if they know whether it's a double hit or not.
We've seen a lot of handling errors here tonight. Do you think that's just the trend of, the good blocking up front, or do you think it's just a matter of it's just such hard hit balls?
So we got really 3 great setters in this match. Stormy Leonard's been a great setter for 2 years now for Ouachita, and Arkansas Tech's got 2 new setters in Rosinski and Milnick, but both of them have done excellent so far this year. So, I hate to say that it's the ref. I don't want to talk about the ref because the ref's done a great job so far, I think. But I think it just depends on it, if the ref wants to call or not, depending on, so many things to look at in volleyball. I think there's refs that sometimes look at that more than anything else. And so if it's, even a little bit of a double hit, so a lot of refs will leave it alone, but some refs call it more than often.
After the timeout, Madison Nagel will serve here for the Suns.
Yeah, I'm not an expert, so I don't want to act like I'm a volleyball expert. But if I had an analogy, I'd say that ball handling error is similar to holding in football. It's something that you could call, but it's not called on it. Not called on every play.
After the quick ball into our broadcast booth over here, keeping us alive, Ouachita will serve. 22-20 lead for the Tigers. Here come the Suns. And this communication going to result in another point for the Tigers. Now back out to a 3-point lead for the Tigers after, the Suns had it right there by 1 point.
Yeah, that's kind of Ouachita giving Tech some of their own medicine. As we've seen so far in this match, Tech's had the lead, and Ouachita, pulls within 1 or 2, and then Tech increases their lead. So, right now it's just kind of the opposite as Tech pulls within 2, and Ouachita jumps back out to a 3-point lead to force a Golden Suns timeout.
A much-needed timeout, nonetheless. keeping us on. I had to readjust over there. You don't really know what to do right there.
You knocked your water bottle off over there. You got it on the ground there.
It's keeping me honest over here, man. I'm telling you. Teams making their way back out on our. This is a big game for both teams. Both 2-0 right now. This is going to be kind of a difference maker, I think. Yeah. It's kind of a momentum shift.
Arkansas Tech, I think, is seen by almost everybody, as they were picked first in the preseason poll in the conference. That they're probably the strongest team in the conference right now. But Ouachita, he picked 8th in the preseason poll. I think that kind of insulted the Tigers over there in Arkadelphia, and they're certainly playing like they're not in 8th place right now, as they're 2-0, defeated a good SAU team and defeated a very, very much improved UAM team as well.
Corey Bullard, junior from Hot Springs, two-sport athlete, like we said earlier, plays basketball for the Tigers, and due up to serve here as the Tigers have a 23-20 lead here. Set number 2 trying to tie up the match. And here's the serve by Bullard. Eschner with the dig. Rosinski with the set hard hit ball by Rodemers over to the Tigers. Tigers push it back over too much on that one. And a point for Tech. 23-21 your score.
Yeah, good break there for the Golden Suns. Just kind of a miscommunication. Another one by Ouachita. They had a few of those tonight, and so wants to see if that kind of plays an impact in this set and even the upcoming sets, and if they can get the communications solved.
Amanda Milnick to serve now. Here come the Tigers. A nice return back over to the Tigers. Another nice return. It bounces off in the wrong direction in the Suns' favor there. And the score is now 24-21. Set point.
Set point for Ouachita right now. I don't think it's been a while since Ouachita's taken a set from Arkansas Tech. Like we said at the beginning, Tech's taken 17 consecutive matches, and a lot of those have been 3-0.
Jamie Shell with the serve here. Back over. A hard hit ball by Eschner going to result in a point for the Golden Suns, make it a 2-point game. 24-22. Suns trying to have some late magic here. Brings up Hunter Eschner after her kill to serve. And here's the serve by Eschner. Dig by Wake, set by Leonard. And the attack to win.
The net was definitely touched by somebody. I didn't really see who, but it's pretty obvious when the net gets touched like that. Coach Biden thinks it was on Ouachita. Ouachita's going to the other side. They're going to take the win in this set for sure. But I'm not sure if it was Ouachita touching that or Arkansas Tech. Either way is not called, and the 25-22 final in that set 2. Ouachita takes it, so now we're tied at 1 apiece.
Kind of stopped me in my tracks. I didn't know what the call was going to be, but nonetheless we have a 10-minute break here in between sets. In between sets 2 and 3 here. Ties it up, the match 1-1. But we'll take this break with them. And we'll be back here after the break for set number 3. Excitement to come. Great crowd on hand here for Pack the Stands tonight. You don't want to go anywhere. This is Golden Suns Volleyball.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Set number 3 just about to begin in 3 minutes.
Back at Tucker Coliseum, Arkansas Tech Golden Suns tied up here coming into set number 3 with the Ouachita Baptist Tigers after the Tigers defeated the Suns in set number 2, 25-22. Packed the stands tonight here at Tucker Coliseum. Great crowd on hand. Patrick Camerling here with Brandon Smith. Thanks for joining us back here for a great match thus far.
Yeah, no problem. It's been pretty fun to watch. 1-1. We got a competitive match. And really, Ouachita just kind of leveled Arkansas Tech out in that second set. Arkansas Tech finished the first set hitting, well over 300. Now they're down to less than 250. So struggling there in that second set. I think they ended up with 7 or 8 attack errors in that set alone. And so good defense by the Tigers has kind of leveled this thing up. And Ouachita's almost up to 300 now as attack percentage.
So best of 5. So we're going to play 4 regardless after this one. So we still got a lot of volleyball action to come. Maddie Dix going to lead it off serving-wise for the Suns. And here we go. Over to Nikki Clay. Here comes Corey Bullard for the Tigers. A nice save by Wilkins. Maddie Dix pushes it back over to the Tigers. Corey Bullard once again a nice block to get it started by Hunter Eschner and McCall Wilkins and gives Tech a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, leading blockers last year for Tech, and I think they're leading blockers this year for Tech. I know Wilkins is, and she leads the team in .67 blocks per set.
Maddie Dix's second serve goes into the net, ties it up 1-1.
Yeah, and the service errors really kill you. Arkansas Tech is an aggressive serving team. They want those balls just to go right over the net and drop in for aces, and it works out a lot of times, but a lot of times it doesn't as well.
Stormy Leonard to serve now for the Tigers. Madison Nagel on the dig. Here comes Hunter Eschner. Tips off of Stormy Leonard, and another point for Tech and Hunter Eschner. 2-1 now your score.
Eschner with her 7th kill of the match. right behind McCall Wilkins with 8.
Madison Nagel serves for the Suns. Stormy Leonard for the Tigers on the set. Quick block by Rodemers, pushes it back to the Tigers. Rodemers once again in there for another Tech point. Your score now 3-1.
Rodemers has gone without an attack error so far. She does lead the conference in attack percentage in conference games, just in the 2 so far this year.
Madison Nagel served back over the Tigers. Hard hit ball by Corey Board. Back to Nagel after a nice sliding dip. Nice rally going here back over to the Tigers. Good by Rosinki. Set by Nagel. Hard hit ball by Milnick. Gonna get in there for another Tech point. And the Suns jump out to a 4-1 lead.
And Milnick started off really hot in that first set. Without an attack, he had 1 attack error in that set and had 6 kills. Second set really cooled off and ended up with 4 attack errors total. So good to see her getting off to a good start here.
Madison Nagel serving once again. Hard hit ball by Jamie Shell. Maddie Dix and Madison Nagel trying to die for that one. Not enough to get there. And a 4-2 lead now for the Suns. That was a great effort there by both of those.
It's kind of a dangerous play, diving at each other almost head to head there.
Corey Board serving for the Tigers. The set by Rosinki pushes it over to Ashner. Oh, and a nice kill by Ashner.
Yeah, she put a lot of power into that ball. It's something that we've seen, for almost 2 years now, about a year and a half now almost. Last year, the GOC freshman of the year, led the conference in kills, and right now she's trying to do the same.
Amanda Milnick serve back over to the Tigers now. Hard hit ball, but a nice dig by Milnick. Eschner with the set. Madison Nagel pushes it back over. Clay with the dig. Leonard with the set. A tip over by Adriana Nolly. Another block by Nolly. And it cuts the Tigers deficit down to 2.
Up front for Ouachita, they've got some size in Nolly and Tabitha Huckley. Huckley 6'3". Nolly is only 5'10", but she can get as high up as anybody else in the conference, I'd say.
Jamie Shell serving now for the Tigers. Eschner there with the dig. Milnick the set. Back to Eschner for a hard ball, but a nice dig by Shell. Leonard with the set. Wake pushes it back over. Here come the Suns. Nagel's dig pushed up by Milnick. Chloe Kinsella gets it in there for another Tech point. And your score now 6-3.
Kelly Kinsella there with a kill, her 3rd kill of the match. She's 3 for 8 right now with 1 attack error. Kinsella's a player that, isn't one of the faces, as you see with Eschner or Wilkins, but definitely gets in there and gets her share of kills.
Hunter Eschner serving now for the Suns. Jamie Shell with the dig over, but a hard hit ball by Adriana Nolly. They're going to say it was just over the back line and a point for Tech, I believe. They're kind of debating.
Yeah, the corner judge here pointed with her flag that the ball was in, and then all of a sudden she changed it and pulled it out. So I think we've got a little confusion here. Ouachita doesn't like it.
7-3 lead now for the Suns here in set number 3. Match tied up 1-1. Eschner's serve. Kind of a curveball there, if you want to call it that, by the Tigers. But a nice dig nonetheless. Attack by Haley Owen. The senior pushes it back to the Tigers. Katie Camp tries to push it over. Rodemers there with the block. Katie Camp once again gets it over. Nagel there with the dig. The set by Milnick. Haley Owen pushes it back over. Here come the Tigers. Another nice block by Rodemers and Kinsella on the right side. Rodemers there again with the dig. Milnick the set. Haley Owen trying to get it over, but pushes it back. Owen once again, a nice soft touch over. After a nice rally, a point for Tech, and they're out to an 8-3 lead.
Yeah, once again, those long rallies end up in Golden Suns points, and that's something we've seen so far earlier in the first set. So, those points are really key momentum changers, and so if you can get those points that, rally for a few times over and back over the net, that you can really gain some momentum and do some damage. As Tech's out to an 8-3 lead now.
Timeout taken by Ouachita. Suns, they got to be in a comfy position here. You got to be pleased if you're Coach Byer bouncing back this strong after, a tough loss in set number 2. But, you got to stay mentally tough here with something like this because, a team as good as Ouachita is going to sneak up and get you if you're not careful.
Yeah, much better start in this set, and that's something that, Arkansas Tech hasn't really seen from Ouachita in the past. Is like we said, they've had 17 consecutive victories over Ouachita dating back to 2007. Last year they defeated Ouachita in 3 games, all 3 of those 3-0 victories, and so Ouachita's always been a great, scrappy team, but now they've really put some key players in some key places, and although they're only picked 8th in the preseason poll for the conference, I really don't see them finishing 8th. They might be in the top 5 for sure. I even see them maybe in the top 3 or 4.
Like we talked about, a big momentum shift could be on the way for whoever wins this, as both teams are leading the conference, or at the top of it rather, at 2-0 in the conference. Hunter Eschner back after the timeout serving. Big by Shell, the set by Leonard. A quick, hard attack and kill by Adriana Nolly for the Tigers, and that pushes the Golden Suns lead only to 8-4.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if we saw these two teams later on in the year meet up, maybe in the conference tournament. These are definitely the 2 best offenses in the conference, and starting out as the 2 best teams as well.
After the Ouachita serve, the senior Haley Owen gets her first kill of the night, and another point for Tech makes her score 9-4. I think that's a good thing for Coach Byer, too. She can go to her bench when needed.
Yeah, a lot of depth. This is something that, Coach Byer and Dunton have pride themselves in. Since she's been here, really, that, if she really needs someone to come in, she has the ability to, bring them in with 7 freshmen, like we said, and also, a few seniors as well.
After Meredith Darnell checks in to serve for the Suns, it's going to be a quick point by Katie Camp for the Tigers, makes her score 9-5. Seems like Darnell just comes in and, is one of their serving specialists this season for the Suns.
Yeah, like I said earlier, the Suns are an aggressive serving team. They really take pride in getting those serves right in where they want them and causing problems from the get-go for their team.
Ashley Wake serves for the Tigers, but Kaylee Kinsella tips it over for the Suns. Another point for Tech. Your score 10-5 now, 5-point lead for the Suns.
Yeah, Kaylee Kinsella, one of only 3 seniors, a young team, but definitely has a lot of depth, as we mentioned, and Kinsella right there with a big kill, keeping the lead at 10-5.
Sarah Zinke serving now for the Suns. Katie Camp with a hard hit ball. Zinke pushes it back over to the Tigers. Corey Boyd there to finish off the point. Lead now 10-6 for the Suns.
The Boyle's got 5 kills now. Leading the way for Ouachita's Katie Camp has 10 kills on 18 attacks. That's pretty impressive right now. No errors, hitting .556 so far for the match. She's definitely been a go-to girl for the Tigers.
Nikki Clay serves for the Tigers. Amanda Milnick pushes it back over to the Tigers. Leonard to Board. Too much on that one, out of bounds. Another point for Tech. Your score now 11-6.
Yeah, right now, August Tech kind of dominating the set, especially offensively. They are 8 for 15 on attacks with 1 error, hitting .467 compared to Ouachita's hitting percentage of only 100.
Madison Nagel serves. After a Jamie Shell hard hit ball back to Nagel, Amanda Milnick's going to get it. Nice dig there by Anna Letourneau for the Tigers. She pushes it back over to the Suns. The set by Rosinski, hard hit ball by Milnick in there for another Tech point. Score now 12-6 for the Suns.
Yeah, Milnick takes the lead now for the team in kills ties for the lead with Escher and Wilkins with 8.
Maddie Dick serves once again. Leonard, the set, Board with the attack. Here come the Suns. Amanda Milnick off of a Ouachita defender. And back-to-back kills for Amanda Milnick. And another point for the Golden Suns.
And now she takes the lead just by herself with 9 kills on 19 attacks. Does have 4 errors, struggled in that second set, but first set and this set, this third set, she's been outstanding.
13-6 your score here. Set number 3, best of 5. Tied up at 1-1.
Milnick also on pace for a triple-double, something we haven't seen so far this year. She's been really close on multiple occasions, but just hasn't actually got 10 all the way around.
Maddie Dick serve over to the Tigers now. Leonard pushes it back to the Suns. Set by Rosinski. Here comes Eschner. Off of Leonard and Board, and another point for Tech. Hunter Eschner with some force there gets another point for the Golden Suns.
Yeah, Eschner, gets a double-double almost every single night. Hasn't in the majority of matches so far. Is on pace to set the GAC record for double-doubles in the season.
Madison Nagel now for the Suns. Here comes Hunter Eschner. Nice block attempt there by Corey Boyd. And Leonard for the Tigers, not enough. Another point for the Golden Suns. The Golden Suns going on a run here.
Yeah, speaking of double-doubles, Eschner just got her 10th kill. Now she's 3 digs away for another double-double. That should be, I think, maybe 9 or 10 for her this year.
Maddie Dick serves for the Golden Suns here. Ashley Wake with the dig for the Tigers. Here comes Jamie Shell. Maddie Dix with a nice diving dig. Hunter Eschner pushes it back over. A tip over by Stormy Leonard for the Tigers. Ends the run for the Suns. Score now 15-7. Stormy Leonard now checks in to serve after the kill. Maddie Dix on the dig. Set by Rosinski. Hard hit kill by Hunter Eschner. And just like that, the Suns up 16-7.
Eschner with 11 kills now. Just one attack air hitting right around 450 right now. And if she gets 3 digs in this match, she will have her 10th double-double of the year.
Madison Nagel on the dig. Rosinski, or Watermers rather, pushes it over, but here come the Tigers back again. Rosinski on the set. Hunter Eschner tips it over. Good idea there by Stormy Leonard trying to catch the Suns off guard, but it's a little low into the net. And another point for the Tech Golden Suns, 17-7, your score now.
Yeah, timeout by the Tigers over here. 10-point lead. And they got out to this lead in a hurry, Arkansas Tech did. It really just kind of got out of hand for the Tigers, and they might just be looking to the next set, the 4th set, because I don't know if they can go overcome a 10-point deficit to Arkansas Tech.
Suns out here to a quick early lead. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back with Ouachita and Arkansas Tech. This is Golden Suns Volleyball. Back at Tucker Coliseum, set number 3, match tied up at 1-1. Arkansas Tech out here to an early 17-7 lead. Madison Nagel due up to serve here for the Suns. Great crowd on hand here at Tucker Coliseum for pack the stands tonight, trying to break the attendance record. Nagel's serve. Push back over to the Tigers. Here's the set by Leonard. Show with a quick kill. And a point for Ouachita Baptist makes your score 17-8.
The newcomer into the game for Ouachita, Kaylin Cantrell, have not seen her so far tonight for the Tigers. Comes in, gets a pretty good attack. Arkansas takes over to dig it out though, and then she goes back to the bench after that play right there.
Emily Alderson checks in to serve for the first time tonight. She'll result in a kill by Jamie Shell for the Tigers. Her score now 17-9.
Yeah, Ouachita definitely still putting up a good fight here. Coach Danny Prescott has gone to the bench though, bringing in Alderson and Cantrell.
Alderson to serve once again. Low dig by Maddie Dix. Here comes Amanda Milnick, going to sneak in there for the Tech point. Your score now 18-9. Great answer there by the Golden Suns. Amanda Milnick, the freshman, playing a big role here, due to serve. Pushed over by the Tigers, back to the Suns. Madison Nagel. Set by Milnick. Out of bounds by Eschner. Kind of an offset there, and it's going to be a point for the Tigers. Their score now 18-10.
Ball hit the pole on the net there. That's out of bounds. That's only the 3rd attack error for the Golden Suns so far. This set, though, they are 15 for 29, hitting .414. Ridiculous number for an offense.
Jamie Shell serves for the Tigers. Eschner going to be out once again after kind of an offset set, just kind of hard to place that there, but another point for the Tigers, and you're kind of creeping back here.
That's the old color commentator jinx there. So they'll talk about how good they are and not getting attack errors. She hits one right there.
After another Jamie Shell serve, Rodimer's going to be out of bounds, and another point for the Tigers.
Ouachita 3 for 5 here, only down 6 now. It's definitely possible to come back. This probably would be the biggest comeback this season, though, in a set for the Tigers.
3rd set coming from Shell. Good by Rodemers. A quick over by Milnick, but way to be there by Shell. Leonard Nolly tips it off Rodemers and Eschner. And another point for the Tigers. And some life here by the Tigers as Coach Christy Byer needs a timeout.
Yeah, I'm not taking any chances there, Coach Byer, trying to end this momentum. At Ouachita called a timeout just maybe 5 points ago, and it looked like Arkansas Tech was going to take this set easy. It looked like the Tigers were just going to fold over and let them have this and go on to the fourth set. But now, Coach Prescott went to his deck, brought him some new players, and it's kind of brought them back. And now it's only a 5-point game, and 18-13 still got a lot of volleyball play just in this set.
We've seen how quick the momentum can shift here tonight. I mean, it's happened in both games. The Suns start off strong, then here come the Tigers. Tigers start off strong, here come the Suns. I think that's a trend you're going to see. It just shows how good both these teams are and, mentally tough as well.
Yeah, definitely two of the top teams in the GAC, and right now just battling for every point. Every point means so much to the match, and so, no one's really going half effort on any point.
Jamie Shell after the big timeout to serve. Tips off the neck. Milnick with the set. Rodemers over to Wake. She'll keep it alive. And back over to the Suns. Hard hit ball by Kaylee Kinsella. Off Ashley Wake for another Tech point. And out of the timeout, a positive showing for the Suns, and the score is now 19-13.
Kinsella gets her 5th kill of the night. Ahead of her, Rodemers with 6, Wilkins with 8, Milnick with 10, and Eschner with 12.
Under Eschner to serve now for the Suns. Jamie Shell with the dig. Leonard over to Huckabee. A nice block by Lauren Rodemers and Haley Owen, and another point for Tech.
Yeah, Rodemers didn't jump at all on that play. She just reached over, 6'4", a length of the wingspan probably the same. Just kind of puts her hands up in an easy block.
Eschner's next serve goes into the net, and the ball's going to go back to the Tigers now. Your score 20-14. Anna Letourneau, the senior from Rolette, Texas. Here to serve for the Tigers as they show some late life, trailing 6. The set by Nagel. The hit by Kinsella going to be in there. And a point for Tech, 21-14 your score.
Impressive kill there from Kaylee Kinsella. Really noticed that Ouachita kind of snuck up there because of the set. It wasn't a perfect set right at the net. She didn't really get a good jump on it as well, and so she tried to hit as deep as she could and really got a few inches from that back line and snuck right in there for the kill.
Meredith Darnell checks in now for the Suns to serve. Leonard tries to sneak one over, but Haley Owens there to save it. Nice dig by Eschner. Milnick puts it back into play. Kaylee Kinsella pushes it back over to the Tigers. Leonard the set. Nolly pushes to the back. It's going to be in. That was a close ball there on the back line.
Yeah, smart play by Nolly, recognizing where the defense was not. Going for placement over power, something you don't see from Nolly very often. Leading the conference right now in hitting percentage and overall matches, and she has a lot of power.
21-15 your score. Match tied up 1-1. Here in set number 3. Ashley Wake serve over to the Suns. Milnick the set. Here comes McCall Wilkins. Good by Letourneau. Over by Katie Camp. Set up by Haley Owen. A nice block by Leonard. McCall Wilkins touches it back over. Here come the Tigers. Pushes it to the backcourt. Madison Nagel's there with the dig. Kaylee Kinsella pushes it over. Another nice block. That was Caitlin Cantrell and Katie Camp for the Tigers. And the Tigers are just slowly edging back here as the score is now 21-16.
Yeah, back to the 5-point deficit for the Tigers. Trying to hold into this set right now. Don't want to go down 2-1.
Wake serves it back. McCall Wilkins pushes it back over. Another quick block by Cantrell and Leonard. Here come the Suns. They're going to call a double hit and another point. Momentum shift coming. And your score now 21-17.
Yeah, Coach Byer, I think I was over there thinking about a timeout. If Ouachita gets maybe 1 or 2 more points in a row, I think she definitely would take a timeout and see if she can end this momentum.
Third set coming from Wake. Here's Eschner with the dig. Milnick over. Another quick block by Cantrell and another point for the Tigers. 21-18.
Yeah, and instead of a timeout, Coach Byer is just going to go to the bench and bring somebody in. Looks like coming in is Kinsey Dozier, a freshman. We saw a lot of her early on. Haven't seen much for this set. So we'll see if she can come in and be a game changer, kind of like the depth for Ouachita has been.
After the serve by Wake, Kenzie Dozier comes in off of a Ouachita defender to shift the momentum back to the Suns. 22-18 your score.
Huge point right there, going ahead 4 instead of down 2. A big swing. So just 3 points away from taking a 2-1 lead in this match.
Bench coming through for Coach Byer once again. Brings up Sarah Zinke to serve. 22-18 your score. Jamie Shell there with the dig. The set by Leonard. Attack by Shell. Great block by Milnick and Wilkins, and that's going to make your score 23-18. Golden Suns with the advantage.
Third block of the set for the Golden Suns. Like I said earlier, McCall Wilkins leading the team in blocks per set this season. Really just a force to reckon with up front. Not a lot of size compared to Rodimer's, but has the athleticism to make up for it.
Corey Bullard checks in for the Suns. Katie Camp tries to get it over the net. Going to be in the net. Another point for the Suns, and also set point.
6-point lead now. I don't know if Ouachita can come back. They've got to get, 8 points in a row pretty much to win this set.
Sarah Zinke's serve, trying to end set 3 here to take a 2-1 lead. Here comes Corey Bullard. A nice back over by Wilkins and Dozier. Over to the Suns. Wilkins makes way to the high dig. Shell pushes it back to the Suns. Massinado with the diving dig. A nice block, though, by Corey Bullard and Katie Camp off of Amanda Milnick. Nothing you can really do about that one, and the score is now 24-19.
Yeah, Milnick went for power on that one, and the hands were so far above the net, there really was no way for that ball to go by powerfully, so maybe should have gone with placement there.
Nikki Clay here over to the Suns. Kenzie Dozier trying to end it. Going to sneak in there, and that's going to do it for set number 3. Golden Suns win 25-19 and take a 2-1 lead here in this Great American Conference match.
The Dozier comes in for the last 2 points and gets 2 kills. A great move by Coach Byer bringing her in off the bench.
Quick break here before we go into set number 4. This is best of 5. Like I said, Tech takes a 2-1 lead here in the match, but we'll take a quick break. Be back here in 2 minutes. This is Golden Suns Volleyball. Back at Tucker Coliseum, getting ready for set number 4, best of 5 here for Pack the Stands night. Great American Conference matchup between the Ouachita Baptist Tigers and the Golden Suns of Arkansas Tech. Golden Suns out to a 2-1 lead here in the match after a win in set number 3. Golden Suns trying to finish it off. Looking ahead in the next week for the Golden Suns, they're going to travel to Monticello next Thursday, but not before they have another home match Tuesday night versus Henderson State.
Tech really took over that third set there after falling behind 25-22 in the second set. Tech kind of dominated in that in the previous set, in the third set, hit over 400 as a team, and took that kind of set almost with ease. They got up to a 10-point lead, and it looked like Ouachita was going to fold over. Ouachita, made a few subs and almost came back, brought it up to a 5-point game. But like we said earlier, it's so hard to come back against a Tech team.
Like we were talking about earlier, freshmen stepping up big for Coach Byer and the Golden Suns this season. Amanda Milnick, Lauren Rodemers, and just making a big impact here to start. Ouachita will lead it off to serve. Ashley Wake over to the Suns. Maddie Dix there with the dig. Pushes it over to Wilkins. With a nice dig by the Tigers, push it back to the Suns. Rosinski over to Eschner. A diving set. Shell's going to push it back over to the Suns. Rosinski pushes it over to McCall Wilkins. A soft touch over. Leonard's there. An offset, a nice dig by Milnick. Nagel pushes it up for the set. Maddie Dix gets it back over. Here come the Tigers. Nolly pushes it to the back. Madison Nagel tries to dive and get there. And the Tigers, after a really good rally to lead off the game, lead 1-0.
Yeah, good push there by Nolly's going to the back corner. You mentioned freshmen. Right now for Arkansas Tech, 3 of the top 6 leaders in kills are freshmen. Eschner leading with 12. Milnick a freshman with 10. Wilkins with 8. A freshman Rodemers with 6. Kinsella a senior with 6. And freshman Dozier with 5.
Wake serves once again, but Hunter Eschner's there with a hard hit ball to tie it up. 1-1 your score.
Eschner now with 13 kills, leads all players. Right in front of Milnick with 10, and then Ouachita's Katie Camp with 10 as well.
Here comes Madison Nagel for the Suns to serve. Nolly there with the dig. Over to Leonard. Huckabee pushes it over to the Suns, but after a high hit ball over to the Tigers, back to the Suns now. Milnick pushes it over to the Tigers. Leonard dives, not there, and another point for Tech, as Tech's going to take a 2-1 lead. Madison Nagel due to serve once again. 2-1 your score here in set number 4. Here comes Nolly, hard hit ball. Nice dig by Maddie Dix. Eschner with a hard attack off Nikki Clay, and another kill for Hunter Eschner.
Yeah, Maddie Dix there doing a great job. Just diving for that one right there. She's coming off, a season high 20 digs against Newman a couple of games ago, and then answered with 15 against Harding on Tuesday.
Here come the Tigers. Jamie Shell with a quick point, and shortens Tech's lead just to 1 point, 3-2 now.
Yeah, Shell, one of the few seniors on Ouachita's squad. We mentioned the youth of the Tigers. Coach Danny Prescott talked to him before the match, and he's very excited about the future of this Ouachita team with all these freshmen.
Jamie Shell's serve into the net. Another point for Tech. The lead now 4-2. It's going to bring in Kaylee Kinsella. Checking in for Sarah Rosinski. Amanda Milnick serving now for the Suns. The dig by Shell. Some miscommunication. Another point for Tech. 5-2 lead now for the Suns.
Yeah, and right there, Sonia Leonard, the setter, was going to get the ball, but I think she got confused because another player, Tabitha Huckabee, before the Tigers went to go get it as well. But definitely the setter's ball there.
Serve again by Milnick. Nice dig by Wake there, back over to the Suns now. Milnick pushes it to Rodemers, a soft touch over. Leonard with the set for the Tigers. Hard hit ball by Katie Camp off the top of the hands of Amanda Milnick, and it's going to be a point for the Tigers.
5-3 lead right now for the Golden Suns here in this fourth set. Arkansas Tech leads 2-1. This would be the final set if Arkansas Tech can claim a victory here. Right now with a 2-point lead, and Anna Letourneau serving for the Tigers.
Maddie Dix there with the dig. Milnick pushes over to Hunter Eschner for the rocket. In there for a kill. Point Tech 6-3 your lead. I'm getting out of the way of that one.
Eschner's impressive to watch pretty much in all phases of the game. You see the power first off, then you don't realize she also has 9 digs in this game.
Eschner's serve. Leonard's there with the set. A hard hit ball by Nolly, going to be out of bounds, and another point for the Golden Suns. Their lead now 7-3.
Yeah, one thing if you're the Tigers, you cannot let this lead get away from you. This is your final set here if Arkansas Tech gets a win, so you've got to make sure the lead doesn't get too big.
Eschner's serve over to the Tigers. Here comes Katie Camp. Madison Nagel there with the high dig. Milnick sets to Eschner. Tips back over to the Suns. Nice dig by Kinsella. Pushed back over by Dozier to the Tigers. Leonard, the attack by Camp. Madison Nagel there once again with the diving dig. Milnick over to Dozier. Hard hit ball. Shell with the dig, Leonard with the set. Nolly in there off of a tech defender. Great rally there and a good point by the Tigers.
Yeah, unfortunate bounce there off the blocker's hands. Rodemers and Kinsella went to the block and it just bounced a little high out of reach for Eschner, who was scooted up, ready for that ball there.
Ashley Wake due up to serve for the Tigers here. 7-4 lead for the Golden Suns here in set number 4. 2-1 lead in the match. The set to Dozier, nice block. They're going to give the point to Tech, but nonetheless a good block by Corey Board and Stormy Leonard there. Some confusion. Ouachita coach Danny Prescott going to come over and talk to the referee on that ruling.
Yeah, I think Prescott thought the ball hit the net instead of the hands of the Ouachita Tigers, which would be Ouachita's point if it did hit the net. But I think it might have hit the hands of the Tigers and would be a point for Arkansas taking a kill for Dozier. Her 6th of the match. 6 for 14 right now. Hitting .214 is Dozier.
Going to check the lineup here, making sure the rotation is correct. Reminder, this Saturday, your Wonder Boys football team, coming off a victory over UAM at home this weekend, going to travel to Magnolia to take on the New Riders of Southern Arkansas. Kickoff set for 6 o'clock. Sam Strassner will be on the call for that one on 102.3 KCJC, also here on ArkansasTechSports.com as well. Be sure to check in for that one.
It's a long drive down to Magnolia.
You don't have to make it on the.
I'll be going.
You get to go.
I get to go. I was blessed to.
Is there chosen? Let's do that. Is there any good places to eat in Magnolia for anybody going to the game this weekend? You're going to get some tips here.
You know, I haven't been to Magnolia very much. I don't know if I know any restaurants. You know, I take pride in knowing, you know, like kind of the hole-in-the-wall hometown restaurants. I don't like to eat many fast food places. I give credit to Rex Nelson right there. He's a play-by-play guy for Ouachita, last spring off Arkansas, well known around Arkansas. He's kind of taught me how to eat at the hole-in-the-walls.
There's some debate. They're going to give the point to Tech 8-4, but a quick turnaround by the Tigers. And your score now 8-5. You got me hungry talking about that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, look, I did radio for high school football, and you know, the best thing about it is finding those restaurants that no one really knows about.
Nikki Clay serves for the Tigers. Wilkins, hard hit ball off of a defender. Corey Board for the Tigers. Another point for the Golden Suns. Lead back 9-5. Checks in Sarah Gazinski.
This is their 4th set, pretty similar to the first set, as Tech has a lead, but Ouachita keeps getting a point and kind of inching their way back into this. Right now, a set there from Helsinki. Looks like it went out of bounds. It was called out of bounds, but I think we got some confusion here. That was on the far side of the court, so I didn't get a great angle on it, so I'm not sure if it landed inbounds or not.
Nonetheless, they're going to give the point to the Tigers. Hard judgment there.
A 3-point deficit now for Ouachita, 9-6.
Stormy Leonard serving for the Tigers. Eschner there with the dig. Brzezinski back to Milnick. Leonard there with the dig. Wake over to Huckabee. Tipped off Wilkins. Nagel there with the dig. Milnick tips it over the net. Lord pushes it back. Wake with the diving set. And Leonard pushes it back to the Suns. Nagel, the dig. Brzezinski, the set. Wilkins pushes it back over after some juggling. Lord pushes it back to the Suns. Quick over by Sarah Brzezinski, but a nice dig by Ashley Wake. Wilkins with a quick walk back to the Tigers. Great rally going here. They're going to give the point to Tech there. Is it
on that attack by Wilkins, I think it was. So Wilkins faked the set and went ahead with the attack. For Ouachita, I think it was Ashley Wake who got her hand on the ground and just barely tipped the ball up, but then I think the judge in the corner here ruled that the ball hit the ground. That's one of the hardest calls to make, other than you know double hits, is getting that hand on there, because your hand's got to be on the ground. You got to get it as low as you can. So it's really tough to see if that ball actually hit the hand or hit the ground. But nonetheless, a point for the Golden Suns.
10-6, your score. Maddie Dix serves it to the Tigers. Huckabee. Brzezinski there with the dig. Nagel the set. Hard hit ball by Eschner. Great dig by Ashley Wake. Jamie Shell tips it over to the Suns. Brzezinski the set. Eschner pushes it back over to the Tigers. Shell tips off McCall Wilkins and Hunter Eschner. Point for Ouachita, and the lead now 10-7 for the Golden Suns.
Shell gets her 8th kill of the match. She also has 12 digs. If she can get a couple more kills, she'll have a double-double. Looking at Tech right now, leading in kills right now is Eschner with 15, Milnick with 11, Wilkins with 9.
Ashley Wake to serve for the Tigers. Set by Rosinski. Some trickery. Hunter Eschner gets in there, but a great dig by the Tigers. Back over to the Suns. Hunter Eschner with the rocket off the top of Leonard, but Ashley Wake's there with the one-handed dig. Back over to the Suns. Amanda Milnick now at the back, and it's going to be a point for Ouachita. They're going to call that ball out.
Yeah, it doesn't take very much to see if that ball was touched, maybe even twice by Ouachita. Unfortunate there for the Golden Suns. You know, you hate to see that. Ouachita's going to get the point there, and it's going to be a 2-point game. You know, that's a pretty big point.
Ashley Wake serving after that controversial call. Here come the Suns, though. The attack by Milnick to get that point back. Score now 11-8.
Yeah, good answer by Milnick. Milnick was on the last attack that ended up being called out after it looked like it was touched by Ouachita Tigers. So good job by Amanda Milnick, you know, not being fazed by that and coming back and getting killed in the very next point.
Massenagel serving for the Suns. Nolly out to the back. That's going to be out. And another point for the Golden Suns. Score now 12-8. Set 4 here. Suns trying to end the match with a win here. Leading the match 2-1. Nagel serve over to Huckabee. Nice dig by Sarah Rosinski after the hard hit ball by Huckabee. Quick walk by Huckabee back to the Suns. Rodimer pushes it back to the Tigers. The step by Rosinski, the attack by Rodimer is off Ashley Wake, and another point for Lauren Rodimer's and the Golden Suns. Score now 13-8.
Yeah, Rodimer's right now, you know, hasn't been the same that we've seen so far this season. Gets her 7th kill, but hitting just 150, and she does lead the team and the conference in conference games in hitting percentage.
Serve once again from Nagel. Over to the Tigers, hard hit ball by Nolly to Maddie Dix. Eschner pushes it back to the Tigers. Leonard the set, Nolly the attack. Nice dig by Rosinski once again. Eschner with the attack off of Jamie Shell for another point for the Golden Suns, and your score is now 14-8.
That's 2 huge digs on back-to-back points for Sarah Rosinski, like you said. Those balls are you know, kills probably 8 or 9 times out of 10, and Rosinski kind of just gets them out of nowhere and gets the point on the following play.
Serve coming from the Suns. Tigers kind of drop one in there, but great dig. Suns push it back to the Tigers. Tigers. Nice diving dig by Maddie Dix, but it goes back over to the Tigers. Jamie Shell over to Milner now with the dig. The set by Rosinski. Here comes Eschner. Quick over by Nolly back to the Suns. High set to Eschner. Catches the Tigers off guard, and a point for the Golden Suns once again.
And Hunter Eschner, the sophomore from Westville, is feeling it right now. She hasn't really had a lot of kills. She's leading the match though with 17, but really, I mean, she's hitting the ball very, very hard, and the scrappy defense for Ouachita has done a great job of, you know, making sure those aren't kills. That time though, you know, eventually you can't hold back her for so long, and as she gets a kill there and take as a 15-8 lead.
Danny Prescott and the Tigers calling a timeout here. Set number 4 after the quick run there by the Suns to jump out to this 15-8 lead.
The Golden Suns 10 points away from taking the match. If they can, it would be a 3-1 victory. The 18th consecutive victory over Ouachita dating back to 2007. Would be the first 3-1 victory though in a while. Last year, Arkansas Tech defeated Ouachita 3 times, all 3 of them 3-set matches. So it's been a while since Ouachita's taken a set from the Golden Suns. Definitely an accomplishment in itself right there to take a golden set, to take a set from the Golden Suns, excuse me. So, you know, whether they lose or not, Ouachita has played very well and definitely, I do not think deserves that kind of 8th place pick in the preseason poll for the conference. Tech, though, you know, picked at the top, and I believe they should be at the top. If, you know, they've got a chance here to move 3-0 in 10 short points.
Massenagel after the timeout due to serve for the Suns. And here we go. Huckabee over there finds a hole and a quick point out of the timeout. We've seen this before, Brandon. They get on a quick run here after the timeouts, it seems like.
Yeah, you know, like I said at the beginning of the game, it is a game of runs, and you got to just kind of pick when you're going to give up your run or you're going to take your run. And it seems like Ouachita's always decided that you're going to run, you know, when they're down.
Huckabee served by the Tigers. Goes over to the Suns, back to the Tigers. And now Maddie Dix on the dig. And a quick set to Hunter Eschner, but Huckabee's there, but a nice save by the Suns, and it's going to go back over the Tigers now. Huckabee puts one over. Rosinski with the set, and Milnick with a quick attack. Diving set, and a back over to the Suns. Set by Rosinski. The attack by Warren Rovers, and a point for Tech.
Another long rally goes to the Golden Suns right there. Keeping it alive in the play was Madison Nagel. There was an attack on this side for Golden Tech that was blocked, and it looked for sure like a point for the Tigers. The Tigers already started celebrating. Nagel with the one-handed diving save, though, to keep the play alive.
Amanda Milnick serve goes over the back line. Going to be a point for Ouachita. 6-point lead now for the Suns, 16-10. It's going to bring up Anna Letourneau, senior from Rolette, Texas. Serve for the Tigers. Serve dug by Maddie Dix. A hard hit attack by Eschner over to the Tigers. Katie Camp. Quick block by Rodemers and Kinsella. Another over by Rodemers. Back to the Tigers. The attack by Shell. Maddie Nagel there with the dig. A quick kill though by Kaylee Kinsella. And another point for the Golden Suns.
Kinsella gets her 7th kill of the match so far. Ouachita right now in this set is hitting only 129 with 7 kills. Arkansas Tech 275 with 12 kills.
Hunter Eschner serving for the Suns. Too much on that one. And the Tigers get that point back.
And I think that's kind of the only negative side to, this aggressive serve type style that Arkansas Tech has. There's a lot of service errors. We've seen a lot so far, especially in that match against SAU a couple weeks ago.
Serve by now is going to be over the back line, going to give Tech a point and an 18-11 lead. In checks Meredith Darnell now to serve for the Suns, the freshman from Russellville, Arkansas. Here's the serve from Darnell. Set by, nice block by Wilkins, but it's going to be too much on it. It's going to be out of bounds and another point for the Tigers.
Yeah, credit to Corey Boyd there for Ouachita, just hitting the ball kind of as hard as she could. A lot of times when you see the hands out, especially with a girl that's athletic as McCall Wilkins, you don't really want to hit it straight into her hands. That time it worked out for Boyd though for Ouachita. It bounced so hard it went out of bounds.
Nikki Clay serving now for the Tigers. Madison Nagel's there with the dig. The set by Milnick. Attack by Dozier. In there for a Tech point.
Dozier having one of her best games of the season. She's been, a key player for the Golden Suns. In the past few games, had 17 kills, a career high against Newman a few weeks ago on September 17th. Only had 3 kills against Harding on Tuesday, but so certainly responded with a great effort tonight in this battle in 4 sets right now.
Suns 6 points away from winning the match. Rosinki serve, tipped over by Board. Suns have it again. Here comes Miller. Too much on that one. Another point for the Tigers. 19-13 your score.
The Tigers are not going to go away here. 6-point lead for the Golden Suns. Ouachita is certainly going to try to come back here, as this is kind of their final set if they don't come back and gain a lead.
Served by Stormy Leonard of the Tigers. McCall Wilkins with a hard hit ball. But Ashley Wake's there and pushes it back over to the Suns. Milnick with a hard hit ball, but a quick block by Bullard and Shell, and that's going to be a point for the Tigers. Great jump there by the Tigers.
Yeah, Christy Byer, coach for Arkansas Tech, just coming out and kind of telling the Golden Suns to relax a little bit, and that we're still in this game. We still have a lead, 5 points, 19-14. We're okay. Don't let this run get too crazy for Ouachita.
Winner to serve once again for the Tigers. Rosinki the set over to Dozier. Shell's there with the dig. Leonard pushes it back behind to Huckabee. Wilkins pushes it back quick over to the Tigers. Huckabee tries to sneak one over, but Milnick dives for the dig. Dozier sneaks one over, but a nice dig by Wake. Corey Boyd's there for the quick slam. And another point for the Tigers. And that's the Suns leads now just 4 points.
Coach Byer thinking about taking a timeout, decides not to take a timeout. She has 2 remaining in this match.
19-15 your score. Leonard to serve once again. Rosinki to Wilkins. Off of a Tiger defender. And a point for Tech. 20-15 your score.
A good choice by Coach Byer not to take the timeout as Tech gets the point. Kind of takes some momentum back from Ouachita. A 5-point lead for Arkansas Tech. They only need 5 points to take this match.
Maddie Dix serving for the Suns. Or sneaks one over, but a diving dig by Maddie Dix pushes it back to the Tigers. Nice dig by Rosinski. Nagel there with the set over to Milner. Leonard now with the dig for the Tigers. Wakey, a high set to Shell. Going to be set to Wilkins off of a Ouachita defender and a point for Tech. 21-15 your score now.
Yeah, Milner gets her, not Milner, Wilkins gets her 11th kill of the match. Has had a great match so far tonight.
Dix to serve once again. Here come the Tigers. Bullard sneaks one in there for a point for Ouachita. Score now 21-16. You've seen the trend of, no matter what the score is, there's been a quick answer by both teams tonight.
Both teams have been fighting very hard, and no matter who has the lead, their team's going to keep trying to come back.
After the serve from Wake, Amanda Milnick gets another point for the Golden Suns, and they're just 3 points away from ending this match. 22-16 your score. Madison Nagel, number 14 for the Suns, are going to serve now. Clay with the dig. Leonard with the serve. A quick over, though. And it'll be a point for Ouachita after, a couple of diving digs there, attempts by the Suns. And your score is now 22-17.
Yeah, so far tonight, even though that one didn't go 3-4, I'd still take on the dig. The Golden Suns have done very well defensively, all on the back line with, Madison Nagel and Maddie Dix leading the way, along with Hunter Eschner and others, just saving those digs and keeping the point alive for us like that.
After the serve by Shell, Rodemers hits it off a Tiger defender. 23-17 your score now after that point. And the Suns just 2 points away from getting their third Great American Conference win. Amanda Milnick now to serve. Dig by Wake, set by Leonard, attacked by Huckabee. Milnick there with the dig, Nagel. To set, a hard hit, kill though by Kinsella, and the Suns are just 1 point away from ending this match.
Amanda Milnick going to serve for the match here for the Golden Suns. One more point, like you said. 24-17, a pretty comfortable lead for the Golden Suns. The Tigers have a long way to go.
Milnick trying to end the match here. Ashley Wake with the dig. Nolly goes set. Served by Camp. Milnick over to Eschner for a hard hit ball, but a nice block by Nolly and Huckabee.
It's going to take another match point here. Second match point of the night so far after the block by Noah and Huckabee.
Alexis Weber checking in for the second time tonight, her first time to serve for the Tigers. 24-18 to score. Milnick backwards to Rodemers. Too much on that one. Going to be a point for the Tigers. They're just a little bit outside there.
Yeah, this is when it starts to make you nervous here. Coach Byers is coming out, making sure all the players know, settle down. You still have a 5-point lead, and all you need is 1 point.
Second serve coming from Weber. Nagel the set. Milnick the set. But a kill by Kaylee Kinsella is going to do it. 25-19, your final score here in set number 4. The Suns are going to win the match versus the Tigers 3-1. Great show tonight by Chrissy Byer and the Golden Suns.
Yeah, 18th consecutive victory over Ouachita. Dates back to 2007. Arkansas Tech defeated Ouachita 25-18 in the first set. Then they lost the second set 25-22. After the intermission break, Arkansas Tech took the third set 25-19 before taking the final set 25-19. Great showing by the Golden Suns, able to respond after Ouachita took a set in that second set.
Great showing by Hunter Eschner tonight, Amanda Milnick, as well as McCall Wilkins. Their stats were pretty positive.
Yeah, a lot of good stats for Arkansas Tech, as Eschner leads the way once again, has led the way pretty much in every match this season, I think, except for 1 or 2, and kills with 17 kills. However, has 3 attack errors as well to hit 350, good percentage for her. Does finish with a double-double, 12 digs to go with that. Milnick, 13 kills, 13 digs, 24 assists. That gives her first career triple-double. A very impressive stat line from Amanda Milnick.
The Golden Suns are going to get their third Great American Conference win. They're going to move to 8-6 on the season. Undefeated in Great American Conference as well at 3-0. Looking ahead, they're going to have another match here at Tucker Coliseum, 6 o'clock. This coming Tuesday, the 27th, versus Henderson State. Then they're going to travel Thursday to UAM to play the Cotton Blossoms.
Yeah, a little tough road trip, a tough few games here for Arkansas Tech as they have Henderson State, UAM, both conference matches, and then, St. Edwards and some non-conference play. But Henderson State, a much improved team. You look a couple years ago, and the Reds are just, an easy win. You go there to Arkadelphia, or they come here and you win, 3 sets to 0, and then it's over with, and it seems like it didn't even happen because it was so easy. Now, Henderson's kind of, had a new coach for a couple years now, and they've got some great players, some great pieces. They ended up defeating number 5 ranked Tampa earlier this season, so Henderson State certainly is a team to be reckoned with, as well as Arkansas Monticello, who's been a struggling team the past few years, and they've come back and had a pretty good season so far.
Nonetheless, Great American Conference, a tough conference for volleyball. No one can be overlooked, but the Golden Suns have a lot of momentum moving in to the rest of the season. Well, that's going to do it here for our broadcast from Tucker Coliseum. Once again, Arkansas Tech winners here over Ouachita Baptist 3-1 in 4 sets. It's been fun, Brandon. Thanks for joining me, man.
Yeah, no problem. Can't wait to do it again.
For sure. We'll be back here next Tuesday. Tucker Coliseum, 6 o'clock versus Henderson State. But until then, I'm Patrick Camerling for Brandon Smith. This is Golden Suns Volleyball.